I'm Rex Paradox, the greatest man who ever lived. You're a future shadow overlord, aspiring supervillain, internet cowboy, among other things. And today on the program, I'm talking about the modern warfare beta, the open beta. So let's get into it. Roll the intro. Shout out to Mitsunari.
A monster? No, you are wrong. I am a god!
Alright, so it's like this. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the open beta, is fun. Yes, there are problems. But there are always problems with online multiplayer games, especially Call of Duty. It's just a fact of life. I played a few games. I'm not sure how many I played. I got to the max level, which is 20. And the game's fun. And that's all that matters. But it's a lot of issues with the game. Now, at the time of me recording this commentary, this is, I want to say, the second week of the open beta. I played the first week. The first week was fine. I really liked it. It was only like 3 days. I played probably like 2 of the 3 days really. And I had a lot of fun. But coming back to it, I'm experiencing a lot more issues with like my guns not killing motherfuckers, and that shit is pissing me off. So I've just deleted the shit. I'm not going to buy the game, but the beta can be fun when the game isn't lagging. There's a huge lag problem with this game. There was a huge problem with the 2v2 and the original beta. I feel like the original beta had less problems though. Maybe it was like a smaller pool of people playing, but I'm like, this beta has some problems. I don't know what the fuck they did between the initial release of the open beta and the update they did, but I'm like, I don't know, guys. I'm just like, this is not a good experience for me. I hope your game isn't like this. I mean, again, I'm not going to buy it, but like, I hope for people who are playing the game trying to have fun, like, these connection issues get fixed, because there's some serious connection issues. So there are two criticisms I'm hearing from the community. The first being camping, and that's just in every Call of Duty. That's not really a game mechanic thing. That's a player issue that players create. And the second thing is skill-based matchmaking. Now, I don't really give a fuck about skill-based matchmaking. The people who complain about skill-based matchmaking are people who make YouTube videos who like, they want to shit on the whole lobby. And I'm like, I really don't give a fuck about that. It's either you're going to play the game and be dominant, or you're going to play the game and have some competition. That's just how it is. It's like fucking quarter flip. That's how I've always seen the game. Because you can have a whole game that's not skill-based matchmaking influence whatsoever, and it shit'll just be terrible. It'll be lag and all kinds of crazy, just ridiculous bullshit happening. So I don't really give a fuck about that skill-based matchmaking shit. That's legitimately only an issue for people who just want to fucking have a bunch of kills, fucking killing noobs and shit, you know, where there's absolutely no type of competition whatsoever. The point of streaks is that you had to earn them. Streaks are not some given thing. Like, people seem to just like, oh yeah, man, I gotta do good in every game. I just gotta go fucking 32-0 or 40-0 or 50-1 in every game. I'm like, no, dude. You expect the game to be easy for you. That's not good. That's not good. Now, fortunately, it's not a whole lot of that going on in the beta, or at least from what I played. I've only played Team Deathmatch. I think I played one game of domination, and because of the way that this game's set up, you don't get rewarded for really anything like playing the objectives. So I'm like, I'm not playing that shit. I can barely stand Team Deathmatch with all the lag that's going on. First week was really fun. It's just this second week, I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck, what's going on here. Another thing that like really blows me with this game is the perks. The perks kinda totally suck. There's this one perk called Double Time, which gives you fucking Speed Force powers. It gives you a speed advantage, a movement advantage over other people. And I'm just like, why are you guys still doing this? In my eyes, there's no reason whatsoever for people to have a speed advantage, or like a perk like lightweight or what's called double time in this game. Like, these are the perks that break the game. I really wish they would get the fuck away from that. It's like, either everyone should move at the same speed, or like just don't fucking put perks like that in the game. A lot of just it's like, dude, it's all kinds of fucking weird camera angle issues going on. I'm like, what am I fucking playing Black Ops 2? Like, this has been a thing for a long time. They have not fixed that shit. I've gotten in so many gunfights where when I watch the kill cam, the positions that me and the other person who are having this gunfighter in, they're just not there when I'm fucking actually engaging these people. I'm just like, why is this still an issue? I get connection, but I'm like, there's significant differences going on. You know, it's like I'm looking at people sometimes and they'll have their back turned to me and somehow they fucking shoot me. It's like, oh, they're looking at me at the kill cam. I'm just like, nah, I'm not supporting shit like that. No. I've been through that with Black Ops 2. I've been through that with Black Ops 3 and I only really play Black Ops games. I'm not doing that shit again. Which is, again, like, I'm not buying this game. But you know what? It's a beta, and I'm providing my feedback for the beta. Y'all need to fix that shit. Whoever at Infinity Ward, like, you guys need to fix these connections and these camera issues. Take double time out the game. Like, replace that with something useful. Something fair. My final little gripe with this is SMGs. Oh my god, the SMGs are so inconsistent. And it feels like you do not get enough ammo in this game. So I primarily use the MP7. And when I shoot people with the MP7, it's like fucking a coin flip out of just a nightmare situation as to whether or not it's going to kill people. The MP7 is so all of the guns I use except assault rifles, and I only use submachine guns and assault rifles, are ridiculously inconsistent when I shoot people. And the fact that you don't get a lot of ammo is just like, dude, why? So here's just a example of this, right? So in Black Ops 2, you have the MP7, and you know, I understand it's a different game, but you get 40 bullets in Black Ops 2. In this game, you get 30 bullets. An extended mag in this game gives you 45 bullets. In Black Ops 2, an extended mag is 54 bullets. Now, this is a submachine gun, meaning that it is not an extremely accurate weapon. It has a lot of recoil. The MP7 in this game has a ridiculous amount of recoil. Probably not as much as something like the Uzi might have. That's not in the open beta, but it's in the game. But I'm like, this is ridiculous. I understand it's a submachine gun, so it should have more ammunition, right? That just makes sense, doesn't it? You know? I mean, SMG should have like a standard 40 round magazine. Just straight up, they should have a 40 round magazine. Come on, y'all can do that. That should be standard. I think they handled the minimap pretty good, although they have kind of split the minimap's general purpose from like previous games into two things, where you have the minimap, which shows you, you know, the geography of the map, buildings or routes like that, and your teammates, and then you have the compass, which shows you hostiles, enemies, where they're positioned. And I understand why they made the compass, but I'm like, it's really unnecessary. So the compass is mainly for like tactical things, like, oh, you want to make a call out or something. It's like, oh, this person's at, you know, 125 or 244 or something like that. I understand that, but I'm like, how many people are really going to use that fucking compass to communicate with their teammates? I feel like they should have just kept the minimap the way that it was. When people shoot a gun, it should just show up on the minimap. It's like, that's a real simple way to do it. Honestly, it's like, I like the idea of the beta, but it's a lot of problems with it. Now, playing the beta, I basically played the whole game, so like, hey, you know, again, I'm not going to buy this. if I get a copy of the game through whatever means, I'll play it, maybe the story mode, but yeah, I'm not buying this whatsoever. The beta needs some work. The game needs some balancing. It needs some balancing. Here's a really annoying thing about the beta, right? So, Claymores are in the beta. And there's no way to detect Claymores without looking. I'm like, why would you guys put Claymores in this beta without any counter to it whatsoever? What kind of, who thought that was a good idea? These are the things, I'm like, who thought this was a good idea? Oh yeah, guys, it's like, let's put Claymores in the beta with no way to detect them. There's a perk in the game that I assume would let you detect Claymores and things like Claymores, but you can't unlock it. Like, why would you do that? Why? I don't understand that. That's a terrible decision. But that's really all I have to say about the beta. Again, I think it's fun when it works right. People complain about skill-based matchmaking, camping. I'm just like, come on, guys. It's especially the camping people. Like, that's just a built-in thing. You can't make other people play a way that you want them to. It's the same thing with skill-based matchmaking. It's like, hey, man, you fucking trying hard at this game. You probably should be paired with other people fucking trying hard as a motherfucker at this game. I don't understand why people complain about that. When you play another game, like a fighting game or whatever the fuck, you're generally matched against people with a similar skill level to you. So, I don't get that. I think they should just add a player match to Call of Duty, but it's like, well, I mean, aren't all the games player based? So I'm like, I don't know, man. YouTube's ruined Call of Duty. Really, YouTubers are to blame for skill-based matchmaking because of the whole pub stomping thing. That's a thing that the community created. Legitimately, that is a thing the community created. Because motherfuckers was like, oh, I could get 3 nukes in one game. This is like, dude, why are you fucking doing that? People make these problems. But yeah, that's it. Debate is fun. But I ain't buying that game. I don't give a fuck. I'm not buying it. I'd rather play some of the old games than this bullshit. It's just, this game should not be having connection issues. It should not be having camera issues. Not like it's having. I don't know if other people are having these problems, but I'm having them. And I'm not fucking with that shit. But that's all I have to say about the Modern Warfare beta. Again, it's fun. Bunch of problems still. And I'm Rex Paradox, the greatest man who ever lived. Goodbye. Have a nice day.
The sun may shine brightly now, but soon the cloak of night will once again